Good morning, YouTube. What's going on? It's Mesa back at it with some Destiny 2. All right, folks, we got a number of things to go over in this video. We're going to kick it off with briefly talking about a new leak that hit a bunch of news publications, well, gaming news that is, and then a bunch of questions that were answered on Twitter by the Sandbox developers, or Sandbox leads that is, that were not addressed in the This Week at Bungie. We're going to go through all of this in this video. So let's talk about this leak first, and I'll tell you if I think it's shenanigans or not. So there's two websites, .esports.com and GameRant.com. I will link them both in the description because they have different images coming from different people showing that the new DLC number 2, is going to be called The Fallen Warmind and is going to be releasing on May 8th. Now, in the GameRant article, they have a screenshot coming from GameStop, and apparently it was pulled right after this was noticed, where it says Destiny 2 Expansion 2, The Fallen Warmind for PS4 and also Xbox One, both releasing on May 8th. Then on .esports, that's probably DOT Esports, on their article, they have a screenshot from Amazon.com that says the same thing, Destiny 2 Expansion 2, The Fallen Warmind, May 8th. 2018. Now, do I think some people are up to some chicanery or shenanigans? I don't know, guys. You know, when I look at the picture from Amazon.com, it clearly looks like someone took a picture with their phone of their computer screen, and then the one that's from GameStop, well, it looks like that's just a screenshot, but anyone could Photoshop either one of these. The date seems about right. I don't know, May 8th, May 15th, 2015 was when the House of Wolves came out. I don't know. And the name, The Fallen Warmind, I mean, everything else we've had so far, except for The Taken King, The Dark Below, everything didn't have a "the" in front of it. Does that mean anything? I don't know. Rise of Iron, House of Wolves, Curse of Osiris. I don't know. You know, maybe I'm just reading into it too much. Let me know in the comment section. Legit or fake, let me know in the comments. Next up, let's cover all these Sandbox changes that were not addressed in the This Week at Bungie to put some clarification to things. Now, there was a great Reddit thread by Trisha, which I'm going to link in the description, where they put a compilation of questions that people were asking Josh Hamrick and Kevin Yanes over on Twitter that were not addressed in the This Week at Bungie, where they went over all the Sandbox changes coming up. Now, I'm not going to go through all of them because there is a lot of stuff to read here, guys. I'm going to link it all in the description, and I don't want to bore you and stretch this out past 10 minutes. You guys will kill me if I do that. So I'm just going to try to go through the more important ones that, or at least I think are more important right now. So there was a number of back and forth talking about the good old Nightstalker. And yeah, without the tracker and radar, Knucklehead radar is going to be useless pretty much. But you might want to use Foe Tracer, or at least that's what Josh or Kevin were talking to this individual about was, well, you're going to have to use Foe Tracer because in competitive and trials, no more tracker sight, no more radar. Now, we get some clarification regarding aim assist and invisibility. Because remember, there's some changes to the Nightstalker. When you dodge, it's going to remove aim assist for a little bit. So the question was aim assist and invisibility. Explanation is confusing. Does that mean that aim assist is re-enabled after the dodge ends or before the invisibility ends? So then Josh clarifies, but sorry you guys, I tried to write that multiple times, multiple ways, but clearly didn't get it perfect. But yes, aim assist is re-enabled after the dodge ends, but before the invisibility ends. That's what's going to happen. You break tracking and aim assist briefly when you initiate the dodge. That's unchanged. But invisibility and tracking is re-enabled during the invisibility. You're easier to shoot, and tracking grenades and the like will seek you out. Next up, let's talk about supers. So, the question is, any info on why super recharge times are going to be faster instead of giving more super energy per kill? I think the latter would raise the skill gap. I like the D1 super system so much for that reason. The answer was it was a big global change for PvE and PvP. We felt like it was just too long in general. That being said, we actually did bump up those amounts some too. I'm glad you mentioned it because I need to make sure I put it into the patch notes. So yeah, when you do get a kill, you're going to get a little bit more super energy than you're getting now. And God, do I have terrible aim. Anyway, guys, all right, next question is kind of one of my concerns, actually. The question is, looks fun, but I really think we need 4 weapon slots. Way too much going on in the power ammo slot. So the answer is give it a go when it's out. Like I said, we're not ever done working to make it as good as it can be. See, that's my issue with the whole power ammo slot thing, because I feel like if you're someone like me, I go straight up tubes McGillicuddy, all right? There's going to be power ammo everywhere, people dropping it. The spawn times for the power ammo crates is shortened. I'm just going to be noob tubing everybody. Now, they did reduce, well, they did say in the This Week at Bungie, if you're using rockets, you're probably not going to get 2 rockets. You're going to get 1. And if you pick up something like a sniper or shotgun, you're probably going to get more ammo. Depends on the weapon, obviously. But I don't know. I'm wondering how it's going to play out. For someone like me, I'm just going to be running around with my sins of the past the whole time. Next up, we got ability cooldowns up to 2 times faster and stack, exclamation, question mark, or diminishing returns, question mark. Answer was triple stack gives you 2 times, then 1.33 times, then 1.67 times, and then 2 times. Next up is what went into the decision to not allow the explosive rounds to keep the damage they have in PvE. We love our overpoweredness. He said they will deal the same damage overall in PvE. The ratio of what causes it, that is the only thing that's been tweaked. Next up we have, will we possibly get a static ability cooldown buff, or will it just stay tied to mods? Dawnblade tuning sounds hella fun. And he said possibly yes, not planned at this time though. Then of course he's asked about Mida multi-tool, and basically it will work normal in quick play, but if you're looking for using it with the third eye perk, no, in competitive and in trials, it's not going to be as useful. However, I use Mida not necessarily for third eye, I use it for just running around fast. Then just some more clarification with regards to the dodge on the Nightstalker. The nerf to aim assist on dodge for hunters seems harsh, especially considering how potent all other class abilities are for Titan and Warlock. Josh responded, to be clear, dodge is unchanged, it was the invisibility that was nerfed. Now my concern before it gets addressed about having too many tubes McGillicuddies over on the battlefield, too many rockets. He's asked, when compared to a rocket, which is an easy one-hit kill and up to several enemies, a sniper and a shotgun will always be overlooked. Always. It's an easy decision. The answer was, I'm not going to imply I can predict the future, but I can say that in combination with ammo changes, there have been significantly less rockets in the playtests. Then he responds to that the standard fusions, they're left unchanged for now. The linear fusions, they just wanted to make them a little bit better. I don't know, with these ammo changes, look, I tried my sniping in Destiny 1, I was okay at it for a little bit. But you know what? I'm going to go back to my main ingredient during the Destiny 2 beta and for the earlier parts of Destiny 2 PvP, and I love that thing. So you know what? If main ingredient is not touched, I'm going to be using that in PvP. Next question is, any way to confirm if some of the changes on console will be felt by controller users on PC, such as like hand cannon accuracy, aim assist, etc.? Simple answers, yeah. Those changes should all manifest on PC if you're using a controller. So here's a long clarification regarding time to kill. So someone has asked, well, you're changing up the movement speed, but nothing about time to kill, kind of unclear on what's going on. So we go, some weapons are being brought up to be more viable and competitive. We are modeling our ideal time to kill to data around precision auto rifles. In current D2, most of our time to kill and pace is defined by the weapons due to lack of variety in the gameplay. This means we have fixed, static time to kill, which is on the slow side. We're actively going to change that. Heavy ability, mod perks, movement, weapons are all being brought up to make sure the game is fast and spicy, and at the level we believe players would expect from Destiny. And then Kevin continues with, and this is Kevin Yanes, he goes, I look forward to you trying 1.1.4 and getting your feedback. I know you're concerned about movement trumping the time to kill, and I understand where you're coming from. In our playtests, we, and also external participants, felt that disengaging is not as prevalent as it reads on paper. That's interesting, and that's what I'm looking forward to the most, because I feel like me with my terrible aim, I'll get someone down to like near no health, and they simply just run away, and then, yeah, I didn't kill them. Now, Josh does talk a little bit about the Colony exotic grenade launcher, which, in my opinion, is very annoying. So Colonies are going to stay at 4 shots per pull. You pull power ammo, you're going to get 4 grenades. But he goes on to say, we definitely had people running Colony in playtests, but with the buffs to movement speed, snipers, and shotguns, it felt like there were more counters available overall. We didn't want to crush it into the ground for no reason. Again, we'd rather balance around cool things. So those are all the main things that I wanted to cover from this list of questions and answers from the developers over on Twitter. I'm going to link it in the description. Check it out. There might be some things that I did not cover that you might be interested in. That's it, guys. Leave me a hashtag made it to the end if you did, and do me a favor. Drop a like in this video only if you see fit. Follow me on the Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream, usually and always on YouTube, and that's it. I'm out of here like Vladimir, and I just want to see, what was my KDR? Well, I'm sorry, KAD 3.86. All right, not a bad game. Bye, guys.